ASUS ProArt PA279CV. This monitor comes out swinging with punchy 4000 resolution, crisp colors, and enough factory calibration to make your designer ego feel validated even before coffee. It is not exactly the king of HDR. The blacks are more gray sweatpants on Netflix night than deep cosmic abyss. But for sRGB and everyday design, it is a reliable workhorse. The connectivity is generous, the ergonomics are friendly, and unless you absolutely crave local dimming or super bright highlights, this screen delivers solid, no-frills graphic design vibes. 7 out of 10. Dell UltraSharp U323QE. This gigantic 32-inch slab is so wide, your desktop might develop FOMO if you do not open at least 8 windows at once. It brings IPS black tech for deeper blacks, think almost espresso levels of contrast, and color accuracy that is smooth but not quite gallery grade for photo editing. Tons of ports, perfect productivity features, but its Adobe RGB coverage is a bit shy, so for pure design purity it is not top tier, though for multitasking and office flex it is superb. 8 out of 10. ASUS ProArt Display PA32UCXR. If you want your colors to pop so hard your socks fly off, this mini LED beast is ready to flex with 1600 nits brightness and more color accuracy certifications than a fine art museum security guard. The built-in colorimeter basically screams no excuses for wonky hues, while the huge array of premium ports and dazzling visuals make this the monitor for die-hard designers, photographers, and anyone who judges Pantone books at brunch. It is big, expensive, and totally overkill for casual sketches, but for uncompromising creative work, this is pure monitor royalty. 10 out of 10. ViewSonic ColorPro VP2786 4K. This monitor is basically the color perfectionist's dream. Its colors are so accurate, your magenta will never show up as mysterious mauve again. Thanks to 4K resolution and a built-in ColorPro wheel, you get an editing setup that feels fancy and calibrated like a science experiment, but better looking. The stand loves a wobbly jig, and brightness could be punchier. But for graphic design, this is a monitor that lets you flex pixel power with style. 8 out of 10. ISO Color Edge CG2700. ISO's monitor steps in like a color-corrected superhero, with precision so sharp it could make a lemon look extra zesty even at 2K resolution. It comes with self-calibration and all the ergonomic stand tricks. Swivel, height. You could confuse it for the yoga instructor of the monitor world. The price might sting harder than a high-resolution wasp, but you get color quality that even your future self won't regret. 9 out of 10. HP Z34C G3. The HP Z34C G3 serves up a screen so ultra-wide, you might finally organize all those design windows and still have room for a pizza review on the side. Color coverage is nearly full sRGB, and editing accuracy is solid. But true artists could miss the spicy flavor of Adobe RGB or professional calibration tools. For business and multitasking mastery, it's wide and wonderful. But for top-tier design, it's more sidekick than hero. 6 out of 10. BenQ PD320U. The BenQ PD3220U struts onto your desk wearing space gray like a designer suit, showing off crisp 4080 by 2160. Resolution and colors so accurate they might make your old monitor blush. It is jammed with ports, features, and even a hotkey puck for those who like to poke and prod, but the built-in speakers sound like they came from an office supply closet. Still, its out-of-the-box accuracy and easy Mac integration mean designers can just plug in and channel their inner Michelangelo, as long as you are not chasing top-tier printing perfection. 8 out of 10. Dell UltraSharp U3224K. Dell UltraSharp U3224KDB does not just flex its 6144 by 3456 pixels. It sets the bar ridiculously high for sharpness, contrast, and professional color, plus throws in a webcam so fancy it might catch you mid-snack. Productivity features galore, audio that surprises, and a build quality that feels like it could survive a caffeine-fueled Photoshop marathon. But the price tag will have your accountant sweating, and the lack of adaptive sync means gamers need not apply. Basically, it is the monitor equivalent of a luxury sports car. Stunning, speedy, and probably not necessary unless you are racing DaVinci. 9 out of 10. ViewSonic VP3268A 4K. ViewSonic VP3268A 4K steps quietly into the spotlight. With color accuracy so good, it is Pantone validated out of the box, but its design is as inspiring as a beige cubicle, and the preset color spaces are a bit limited for die-hard print perfectionists. The 2-watt speakers are about as punchy as a weak coffee, and the pixel response is nothing to text home about. Though if you are spending your days wrangling Illustrator layers rather than chasing esports glory, it will not bother you much. Great for graphic work, but if you are hunting for wow factor, this one is more Clark Kent than Superman. 7 out of 10. Dell S3423DWC. With this monitor's sweeping 34-inch curve, you'll have enough real estate to lose 3 Photoshop windows and still find room for lunch. Sure, it handles multitasking like a champ, and the color is good for casual edits. But if you are picky about pixel perfection, that VA panel starts feeling more very average, and the sRGB coverage does not exactly scream designer. The refresh rate is nice, the ports are plenty, but when you need pro-level accuracy, you might feel more meh than wow. 6 out of 10. BenQ PD325U. The BenQ PD3225U is here for serious design, and it is flexing all over the Apple Studio display with its crispy 4000 by 2160 pixels and color so accurate, you may finally stop blaming your monitor for bad gradients. Brightness, Mac-friendly features, and a stand that would humble most yoga instructors, but the price tags might make your wallet yelp louder than Photoshop's crash alert. Designers with taste and cash will probably drool, but for the rest of us, it is almost too good for its own price bracket. 9 out of 10. Alienware AW3425W. Alienware's AW3425DW is basically your monitor if your workflow involves chasing gamma curves and dark shadows, thanks to its shockingly good color accuracy and OLED pop, making everything look as juicy as an oversaturated Instagram filter. The ultra-wide curve has gamer vibes, but graphic designers get creator modes and enough color gamuts to make even your client's beige logo look bold. Just do not expect peak sharpness. The resolution is slightly dated, and text can be a little soft for tiny pixel detail. Great SDR and HDR, but for the purest pixel pushers, it is more shiny than flawless. 7 out of 10. ASUS ProArt Display 5K PA27J CV. Say hello to Pixel Paradise, where 5,000 sweet little dots make every color pop like confetti at a designer's birthday party. The stand twirls, tilts, and bobs like a gymnast. Plus, there's an auto KVM, so you can switch devices like a caffeinated magician, though the speakers sound like someone wrapped them in a sock, and that 60 Hz refresh rate is about as chill as a yoga instructor. If you demand crispy, color-accurate visuals and dazzling detail for your next masterpiece, this thing absolutely delivers for creatives, but give gaming a pass unless you love blurry motion. 9 out of 10. AOC Q273XMN. This budget beast wants to party with the gamers. Boasting a 180 Hz refresh rate and mini LED backlighting, it roars through games sharper than a hedgehog in a barbershop. But graphic designers beware. The colors sometimes slip into sunburn red. The viewing angles are so narrow you'll feel like you're sneaking peeks through a mailbox slot, and missing that pro-level precision feels like forgetting your pencil on test day. If you want to dodge screen glare and binge on deep blacks, go wild. But for graphic design, you'll wish it studied a little harder. 5 out of 10. ISO ColorEdge CG2700X. Meet the heavyweight champion of color calibration, making every hue so perfectly accurate you'll want to high-five the engineers, even if the design says blocky tax accountant, not sexy studio star. Editing photos or prepping prints? This monitor's pixel-perfect gradients and flawless color spaces keep your fingers calm and your eyes smug. Plus, it self-calibrates so you never have to battle the rainbow snake pit of color management. It's not just sharp, it's divine for professionals, but all that bliss comes with a wallet-wincing price tag. 9 out of 10. Dell U425 Cool. This ultra-wide beast packs a 5120 by 2160 pixel display that makes your design canvas look endless, so you can lose both your mouse and the will to return to tiny screens forever. Colors punch hard with that IPS black panel, and the Thunderbolt hub gives you so many ports you might need a map to find your favorite cable again. Yes, it's pricey and not a true HDR monster, but the sheer workspace and color accuracy make most other monitors look like they're drawing in crayon. 8 out of 10. ASUS ProArt OLED PA32DC. Imagine a monitor so color accurate that it could call out a bad Pantone swatch during a group critique. With a screen so bright and contrasty, your designs practically pop out and do a little dance. The OLED magic delivers jet black blacks and rainbow brilliant colors, plus built-in calibration so your work stays true. Just watch out for the refresh rate, which is more slow parade than sprint. If your budget is feeling bold and you want print-perfect precision, this is the studio centerpiece, though your wallet may beg for mercy. 9 out of 10. BenQ SW321C. The BenQ SW321C feels like the dependable workhorse at the monitor stable. It's got delicious color accuracy and wide coverage of Adobe RGB and DCI-P3. Your graphic design looks crisp and fancy right off the bat. Factory calibration means you don't have to play scientist on day one, although the calibration software is the digital version of putting together IKEA furniture without instructions, which is never fun. Peak brightness and contrast could be better, but for design and photo editing, this is a brilliant, value-packed choice if you're not chasing OLED dragons. 7 out of 10. AOC Graphic Pro U32U3CV. If you want a monitor that nails the color game right out of the box, this 32-inch beast has you covered. no calibration dance required, and the images are sharp enough to slice through your creative doubts, you get professional-grade color coverage, tons of ports, and a price tag that feels suspiciously generous for all those features. But the 60 Hz refresh rate and meh HDR keep it from monitor royalty. Ergonomics are slightly awkward, so expect to do the monitor shuffle during long design sessions. 8 out of 10. Dell UltraSharp U2723 key. This 27-inch slice of ultra-sharp heaven makes colors look so accurate, you might double-check your eyeballs. And the crispy detail and deep blacks help your designs pop like morning toast. It comes packed with pro-level connectivity and a magical KVM switch for toggling between gadgets, though the wobbly stand and 60 Hz speed are more office yoga than designer zen. If you want fantastic color and ultra-sleek multitasking, this display will have you grinning until you see the price and remember it's still not perfect. 7 out of 10. BenQ Design View PD3205U. The BenQ PD3205U waltzes in with stunning color accuracy and enough USB-C action to make your cable drawer jealous. Plus, the external control dial is basically magic for fussy designers. But with only 250 nits of brightness and a chunky plastic body, it's less a sleek showpiece and more a sturdy workhorse that feels absolutely average at first glance. Not the brightest tool in the shed for sunny studios, but still a solid choice for pixel perfectionists who want serious value. 7 out of 10. ASUS ROG Swift PG32U CDP. If you want a monitor that makes colors pop harder than popcorn at a midnight movie, this beast serves up jaw-dropping brightness and flawless accuracy straight from the box. Its lightning-fast refresh rates might make your art projects look like a high-speed car chase, but thankfully, the only thing you'll chase here is perfection. Only downside? Your wallet might scream, but your eyeballs will absolutely thank you. 9 out of 10. BenQ Design View PD2706UA. This BenQ is the Clark Kent of designer monitors, understated, but packs superhero-level color accuracy and a 4K punch that'll leave pixels shivering in their boots. It will not win speed races, but dang, do its colors stay true. And the fancy adjustable arm is a treat for anyone tired of tiny desks. Sure, the speakers are weaker than my willpower at midnight snacks, but for creatives, it absolutely punches above its price tag. 8 out of 10. Dell UltraSharp Up 3228 Cat. Dell goes for the more pixels than you have in your entire existence strategy with this epic 8,000 horizontal wonders. While those colors and resolutions can make photo edits feel like working on the Sistine Chapel, the crazy price and need for a supercomputer mean it's a luxury for only the boldest designers. It heats up like a toaster and could bankrupt a small nation, but wow, what a view. 6 out of 10. ASUS ProArt PA279 CRV. This monitor rolls up with a sharp 27-inch screen and colors so stunning, even your cat photos look professionally retouched. It is perfect for graphic designers with epic accuracy, but the HDR is about as exciting as decaf coffee, so do not expect Netflix nights to sparkle. If you can stomach its price tag and low-key local dimming, it is a creative powerhouse for real work. 8 out of 10. Apple Studio Display. Apple throws down a slick 5120 by 2880 pixel display that makes your portfolio look like it was painted by tiny futuristic robots. The build is as sturdy as your hopes for a creative career, with speakers that sound better than some TVs, yet it misses high refresh rates and real HDR, so animation wizards will be mildly salty. For designers loyal to the kingdom of Mac, it is a gorgeous but expensive throne. 7 out of 10. BenQ PD2725U. BenQ's monitor packs more color accuracy than a box of fancy crayons, with connections everywhere, and a stand that pivots like a yoga master. It is practically made for designers. Multitasking is a breeze, but the built-in speakers sound like they are hiding behind a damp towel, so bring your own audio. If your wallet survives, you will get premium performance with a few quirks. 8 out of 10. Acer Nitro 275K P3BII Prosks. This Acer might look ready for a power-up, but its color precision makes graphic designers squint like they left their glasses at home, so good luck matching Pantone with these. The speedy refresh rate is great for gaming, but your gradients might get outclassed by a department store TV, making this more of a pixel party than a creative workshop. If you crave vibrant and accurate colors for design work, set your sights elsewhere and let the Nitro live free as your guilty gaming pleasure. 4 out of 10.